Peace and success. Welcome to week 11 of the semester. So we are closing in on that week 16. I'm going to go ahead and just a quick little plug. Make sure you get your workshop done. I've had a few more start trickling in the last week or two, so just make sure that you're registering and you're attending those workshops. Alright, so let's scroll down to week 11. So if you have not already done so, go ahead and make sure you take a look at the Chapter 6 lecture, as that will go over the chapter for the week and the concepts that you'll need to be familiar with for the assignments. And I will just say that week 12 will continue week 11's concept of Chapter 6, preparing for and taking tests. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind as well. Alright, so week 11, you have two assignments. You have a discussion post, which is going to be due by Wednesday as normal, your original post for attendance by Wednesday, and then responded to classmates by Sunday. And then you want to take the How Well Do You Study assignment. So let's go ahead and click in. So here is your Chapter 6 discussion post that you are responding to. There are two questions. So the first question is, what forms of academic dishonesty are most prevalent in your campus? And it says to answer these questions in 3 to 5 complete sentences. So I want you to think about if you are currently on campus, if you're a current high school student, or if you have taken any on-campus classes in the past. Use those as the basis for your answer. If you are a strictly online student, then you just use that as your kind of reference. You know, what do you think is most prevalent as an online student for academic dishonesty? And then question 2, what can you do to avoid them in your own academic career? Like, what things can you do to ensure that you stay academically honest? And if you're not 100% sure, in our textbook and in my lecture video and in the PowerPoints, there is a section. If you're in the text, you can go to Chapter 6, The Honest Truth. You can go down and it's going to talk about all these different examples of academic dishonesty. And so you have cheating, using things that you're not allowed to use, a cheat sheet, or even just using resources that you're not supposed to use on the assessment. Plagiarism, copying, obviously like copy and paste someone else's work, or putting your name on someone else's work, or not citing properly, or even turning in a paper from a previous semester that you did in a different class to a new class. That is self-plagiarism. Fabrication, are you kind of falsifying information? Unfair advantage, you take a test on Monday, your friend has the same teacher, same class on Tuesday, and you tell them what was on the test. That is obtaining unfair advantage. If you help someone be academically dishonest, and then these are a little bit more like pretty serious ones, falsification of records and unauthorized access. So kind of look through that list, and the question is asking you, what do you think is most prevalent, and then how can you avoid those mistakes or those ways of being academically dishonest? And again, use the frame of reference that makes most sense for you. If you're an on-campus student, if you're a high school student, if you're an online student, what do you think is most prevalent in those environments? So make sure you respond to that in 3 to 5 complete sentences. You can put both of them like in the same paragraph, or if you want to separate them out, you can do that as well. And then respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. Now, the next one is How Well Do You Study? This is another one of those automatically graded assignments that Blackboard does for you. So you'll click on it. It's going to bring up its own little slideshow here.
Good study skills are
There we go. And it's going to walk you through questions about your study habits. And so you're just going to answer the questions, and it's going to kind of give you a little bit of response feedback at the end. And then just make sure when you're done, you've hit submit, and the last slide runs all the way through. And then, as always, just double check your grades. Go in there and double check that when you see the How Well Do You Study, that a grade has been recorded over there. Alright, so those are the 2 things that you're doing for week 11. So just make sure that you post your original response